mother would say, situated. Let's get this situated. But I like the British way of saying it. Sort it. Let's sort it. You know what? Oh, I just figured out why my sound didn't work. I just figured it out. Wow. Okay. It should work very well now. Interesting. Okay. So go back to sure. It's a sleepy morning. Funky outside. But it's also interesting that it's also interesting that you can have two different sound inputs, I guess. That's what they call it. And I wonder if that's why I've been skipping. Because it's trying to do two different things. That would make sense. Jennifer. I'm just trying to sort this video thing. Pages looking great. Thanks. Can you hear me all right? Am I skipping any videos? Or any videos? Am I skipping? Is the video skipping? Okay, good. I figured out what was wrong with the sound. Is that I was watching another video and muted its sound, and so that made the sound from my stream muted too. I just realized that this morning. And then I thought I might be skipping I thought I might be skipping because I have the other video open. I closed it, and now I think, well, at least the sound will be better. Yeah, well, if I'm watching a tutorial while I'm doing my live chat, and I mute the tutorial, it's going to mute the live chat too. And then I have to use earphones, which I don't really want to use when I'm live streaming. I use them when I'm teaching, so I kind of want to just leave it with that. It's still saying I'm buffering, but doesn't seem to be on your side. Anyhow, so I put the video that I was watching the tutorial onto my phone. Well, I looked it up. That way I can finish what I was doing. Sure I have. Yeah, I was hoping to have this finished before my chat today, but I actually worked on last night. Mostly I worked on picking things to color for March, which I always pick too many. And hopefully, when I throw them on the wall like spaghetti noodles, something will stick. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I think I'll finish this up, and then we'll pick something else to do. How are you today, Jennifer? Balloons are rather complicated. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I have done similar things. Not at a job, but well, I guess I have actually forgotten something at a job. I just got the time wrong, and it was telling me you have, it was telling me you have it. Okay, back up. When it's almost time for a color chat, an online class, a little message would pop up 15 minutes before. And I'm not sure how I didn't notice it, but I noticed something. I was like, maybe I need to check the time. And I go in there, and it's after the time that I'm supposed to be in the class. And so I missed the first 5 minutes, which may not be a big deal normally, but if your class is only 25 minutes long, your 5 minutes is really significant. And that's why they say if you're more than 2 or 3 minutes late, you don't get paid for the class. And I popped in there and I apologized, and I taught the class, I taught the child past the ending class time so that they would get all the 25 minutes. And then I sent an email to the company, and I profusely apologized. And I said, I know I won't get paid for it, that's fine. I'm just concerned that I apologize to the parents. Anyhow, hey Yana. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, take care of your friend. I was just chattering on about missing class. Yana, I'm so glad you got your power back on. We've had ours go out before, and especially if it's windy, sometimes the power will go off. But last year it snowed again, we call it. It went off and off and on, off and on, off and on. Oh, thanks. I'm just at the end of it, and I can honestly say I'm very tired of working on this. There's just so many things. I usually enjoy 2-page spreads. But I think it was just the order in which the artist, the colorist, was doing the different elements of the picture. I would get a little bit of smudging even with a glove on. So that was kind of wow. 2,300 lines now. 250? Oh my gosh. Yeah. In this area, we've had similar issues, but not the power going off. I mean, we've had, hey Don, we've had hurricane type winds in this region of Texas, and there's obviously wind damage, and the power would go off here and there, but it didn't go off like 300,000 people. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone behaved themselves sometimes when that kind of stuff happens, you always got people waiting in the wings to take advantage of it. So I'm hoping they do that. I'm thinking maybe a third cup of coffee today. I'm not sure. I'm on my second one and it's rather cold. Oh, yeah. I would have done the same thing, Yana. I would have done the same thing. I would have said, well, Steve would have gotten the flashlights and lanterns and things out, which we have a lot of, because he likes flashlights and lights and all sorts. We got plenty of that. I would have said, all right, give me a lamp light. I'm going to put it on my desk and I'm going to color anyway, even if I can't see that well. So yeah. Really, we can look at our phones. We can at least do that, but we don't have internet too much that way, so. But we still have our phones to look at. But I'm so glad they got the power back on. So you live up near Louisville. That's cool. We visited up that way a few years ago. It was 2019. Hey, kitty. I'm just trying to finish this picture up. I'm glad to be done. Almost done with it. And of course, I had to include another 2-page spread in my coloring bag for March. What is wrong with me? Oh, yeah? It's probably the computer sound. Let me see if this is better, and then you can tell me, okay? Hang on. Okay. Can you still hear a whirring sound? Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, I turned off some stuff in order to make the sound better, so I wouldn't have to use earphones, but it turns out I have to anyway. Probably the sound you're hearing when I don't have the earphones on is the sound of the computer whirring, because the computer is near to it. I don't know. I'm glad it's done. Okay. Anyhow, I'm glad we got the sound straightened out. Thanks for letting me know that. If there's anything wrong with the video or sound, please let me know. Because if I don't know, I can't fix it. Yeah, how are you doing, Kenny? I hope you're well.
Oh, yeah? I'm sorry you had an exhausting weekend. We kind of had an exhausting weekend too, but obviously for different reasons. '48, 75 to 48. That kind of sounds like Texas. We would, in the same week, we would have all four seasons. And you never know. And you know how some people will have their winter stuff and then their maybe spring stuff, summer, and they put away all their winter clothes, right? Well, we don't do that. We don't put away our summer clothes when we get our winter clothes out. We have all different kinds of clothes out all the time because you never know. Except in July and August, you'll never need a coat unless you turn your AC, crank it down as far as it'll go. Then you might. That's 40. What is it here? I don't want to add a city. I just want to know what Midlothian is. My watch isn't going to work. All right. Hey Siri, what is the temperature?
One sec.
69 and foggy. Well, the fog's starting to burn off, so that's nice. All right. Back to... Gosh, I get so distracted. I get so distracted. I think I need to color some of these balloon little things. I don't know, they look kind of like belly buttons. I need to add a little bit more here. Here's a funny question. Have you ever added color to a page just so you could erase it with the correct shape? So it would come out, I guess, with the correct shape. I know that's a weird question. Not necessarily shape, but like you have to color darker around something so that when you erase, then the white shows up more. Very strange. I've done that on many occasions. Move my coloring table in the fireplace. Had a camp lanterns on. Very romantic. Aww. That's awesome. It does sound lovely. If I had a fireplace, I might try that. No fireplaces. I think that is this color. Oh, my phone just went. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Gotta change the speed. So I can see she's adding some reflection to the balloon here. That's kind of cool. Probably not the correct purple, but that's what I'm going to use. This is lavender. I probably really ought to get the other purple out. I'm not sure what purple that was. Not grade lavender. It was lilac. Oh, I never used lilac. Oh, well, that might work. So you see, this is adding color so I can lighten it. I guess we do that a lot. We don't even know. Yes, she is one of my favorites too. I've got to do this little goblet. Denim blue, denim blue. I got a new light. It's really not new. My husband was going through his closet and his office. We call it the man cave. And he said, "Oh, I found this ring light. It's like a 10-inch ring light. And I thought you might could use it." And I said, "Yeah, awesome." And I put that on the boom arm that I have. I really like for it to have its own boom arm instead of hooking to the top of the vertical top of the vertical piece. But I might do it. I'm just really trying to see if it improves any lighting at all. Right now, and since I'd been teaching several years ago, I've used these. I don't know. They don't have light bulbs. I can't explain what they are. Anyhow, they do. I mean, they've done fine for me in the past. It's just coloring is a different animal. You really want very good light. I mean, you do when you're watching. Thanks. Hey, True. Angela. I'm just following Elena's tutorial on this one. I hope we're going to do this balloon next. Alright, I'm tired of using white on that. Let's just get going. Alright, fine. My daughter is named Trudy, and I would call her True. So when I call you True, I think of her, which is funny. I didn't know your name was Angela for a long time. But when you came into the room, everybody would, not everybody, Shannon definitely should say, "Hello, Angela." And I said, maybe her name is Angela. Let's see. I appreciate you telling others that I'm here. Although I'm kind of half asleep. Which means I'm half awake. Yeah. Yep. When we were in college, my roommate her name was Trudy. And I liked it so much that we said, well, if we have a daughter one day, we will name her Trudy. And we did. The Trudy we named her for was named after a Trudy, so we call her Trudy the Second, and then our Trudy is Trudy the Third. I don't know why, we just did. This masking of the black lines is something that Helena does in quite a few of her pages. So that's where I got it from. And I actually like it. It was silly for me to think that I would finish this during the stream. Of course I'll finish it, but I thought, I'll be finished with this in no time, and then I can start something else. Nope, you got a lot more balloon to do. I've been kind of discouraged with the Posca pins that I've ended up with. And this one was the third one in the set of 3. The set of 3? Yeah, the set of 3. And it actually worked well. So then I was thinking of getting the whole set of the 1MR. Yeah. I've got these balloons to do, to line with the white. And then this little vase at the end. Gosh, the birds are really singing today. I do. Is Tanya okay? She wasn't on last night. Oh. I think we're done on that. That's actually a good thing to remember, Kenny, was enjoy the process, because there have been times where I've said, oh, I've got to get this done, I've got to get this done. And I think, wait a minute, I'm supposed to enjoy this. This is coloring. It's not supposed to be stressful. And so I just changed the way I thought about it and started having fun. Oh, I'm glad she's fine. Okay. This is electric blue. I think this is a darker gray. This must be 50%. I don't think I've colored a glass. Now this is a little black. I'm not sure how good that is, but that's what we're gonna do. Hmm. Okay. I'm done. Dun dun dun. I think, even though I would not use this umbrella, I think I really like this umbrella in the book. All right. I don't think I'm zoomed in out enough. I'll just do it like this. Oh, we're getting trolls? Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. So over here, I ended up making these look like some kind of, I don't know, lettucey green thing. And I decided to just make those oranges. And up here, I made those nuts instead of whatever was in there. Here's the little guy ready to go. Oh, how about that? What's going on with that? Yeah. Delete the person too. Thank you. I'll go look at Elena's. Oh, I see what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah. I learned a lot about color choices and color of different woods, fur, metal, balloons. I'm not sure I ever want to color a balloon again. Yes! When I first got this book, I saw this page and I said, oh, I love this page. If I had to do it again, I might use a few different colors, but I wanted to follow Elena's on this one, and I did for the most part. Look at all those grapes back there. Doesn't that make you hungry for grapes? Yeah. My advice on it, though, if you follow Elena's, I mean, you do your own, but if you happen to follow her, she's got 8 different episodes for this 2-page spread. I would say start from the corner here and just skip around until you find it. I mean, that might be too much trouble, but I was finding even though I've got this glove, I would rub something till it shined, or till it blurred over into something else. Maybe leave the lining with Posca white to the end. I don't know. You can figure out your own way. If I did it again, that's the way I would do it, because I'm tired of rubbing my hand and down in the color. Now look, I'm tweaking. See, I'm tweaking because this has been rubbed. Maybe I need a different glove. What do y'all think? Yeah, well, maybe it's raining where the trolls are and they say, I'm bored, let's go bother somebody over on Lady Hawk's channel. Huh. I'm tweaking. Yes. Yeah. This one wasn't too bad though, because you're doing small little bits at a time instead of like one big thing. And you, even the background, you're changing colors frequently, so it wasn't too bad. I'm trying to think if there was any other ones that bothered me. Probably the background here. I tried to get that right. And I was struggling there. But yeah, I like it. I can check it off my list. I'm done. Okay, so I decided these were oranges, and so I did that. Oh yeah, I noticed that was a lot. Oh, that brings me to an apology. Thanks. Yeah, coloring stages. You might be holding your pencil too hard and coloring too hard. I did that at the beginning of coloring, and it hurt all up into my arm. So my apology is that I didn't do the giveaway I planned on doing at the beginning of February. Mainly because, well, two reasons. One is that there was only a few people that were entered. And the other one was that I forgot. So, oh, Jennifer, I'm so sorry. No wonder. Alright, so imagine that your elbow is down on the table instead of your set of the hand like this. Bend your hand back so you've got it upright. You can see I've got it, here's my elbow, I've got it upright. Well, take your hand with your other hand and bend it down until you feel some stretching right here. And you do that for like 10 seconds and then give it a rest. Yeah, I did. Just a few. Did you look over there and find that? She did these differently. I don't remember what she did, but I changed that. And this one here, this one I think she did all green apples, but I wanted different color apples there to kind of help reflect some of the other red and green, red and yellow. And these are different. I probably would have changed this one, but it kind of helps with the orange. Let's see what else was different. I wanted to make the balloons different, but since I'd never colored balloons before. Oh, and down here, she had some other colors for these. And this back here, I wanted those to be kind of lemony limes. And I'm not really sure what those are. I just decided to put dots on them. Maybe they're kiwis. I don't know. And this is different. Oh, the shoes down here. I didn't want them to be black, so I made those that. And these shoes, I'm not even sure what color she did those in. And the cherries. I made those cherries instead of oranges. On the bonnet, on the umbrella, which I should have gone and lined that. She did some more stuff here, like little cross hatching lace, and I didn't want to do that, so I just did the outer rings of lace here. I think that was all that was different. Yeah, a lot of my beginning stuff is that way because I was learning. I'm basically in Elena's classroom, you know. So I wanted to learn how to use the colors that I had and see how they go and all that stuff. But what I noticed was over time I started to change stuff here and there. And if I'm looking at the composition and the color choices, I think, okay, I can see why she made this color this way. If I redid this, I probably would make the ground this gray color and the boxes I would make brown, so there'd be brown wood. Probably since these are pretty much all the same, I would make those the same kind of silver bucket type of thing. The balloons, I would definitely change that. And this cat, the dress is, or kimono, I'm not sure, I guess it is. Those are just, you know, they jump out. And this is already so bright, and I might make this different. Just kind of tone it down. And the dress here, it looks like she's got a red skirt. I probably would not have the red because it's next to red apples. Probably would do it in some other color. I'm guessing she did these two blue because they're maybe husband and wife and they're wearing the same like top. So on this one I did some different colors. This one was, this little cape I made blue, and some of the things in the jars I made different colors. So I've done quite a few pictures now without a tutorial, but this one I wanted to follow it. So, oh, you did the shelf? Oh, make sure friends. Yeah, I try to go and do the like button too, and other live streams. Make sure I do that first. So I appreciate that, Kenny. What else did I do? I've got so many pictures that I've put in my coloring bag that I dare not do another one from this page. I mean, from this book. Is this the one where the... Yeah. See that 2-page spread? I can't even imagine doing that right now because I already finished the other one. I just finished the other one. I'm kind of tired. Okay. But yeah, I do understand what you're saying, Kenny, about making it different so it won't be the same. I'm starting to do that a lot more. Alrighty. Oh. I'm not going to move the camera. What should I do first? Oh boy. I couldn't give you all those choices. I'm just going to look real quick at these and see. I do like the Great Wall. I might do that one because it's a small picture. Kind of like that. I haven't worked in World of Flower in ages. World of Flowers. I thought that one would be fun. But I'm still kind of leaning toward this one. I haven't colored in at all in Under the Stars, City Among the Stars. I'm not sure I want to do that one. Presents. What are you all working on? Got that one. Oh, I need to work on this leopard, but I don't want to work on the leopard. Not yet. Oh, that one would be. This is in Europa. I like that one so much. All of these other ones are kind of overwhelming me right now. So, what do you say? Let me give you a third choice because I like working in threes. This is very small, but it's one I need to do. This is the spring part of the time circle. Alright, so which one should I start to work on today? The Great Wall, or the circle with the butterfly, or the spring? Can I do a poll? Let me see. Can I do a poll? Do the spring? I've only got 6 people. I don't need to do a poll. So I'll just do the spring then. Because if I stay on long enough, I think you started one. You should work on what's calling you. It's calling. It says, "Hey, Leslie, this is Circle of Life calling. Work on the spring. What Jennifer said." Yeah, watercolor. I said I should have put this in my what I'm going to work on for March, but I really like to do some watercolor stuff. This is so tiny. I think I will use pencils. Okay, spring, spring, spring. So we got leaves and flowers. I've got several colors out already I could use. It does, like when I'm using the ink tints, This one is just really simple. I could almost just use 3 colors. No, I need to use some orange. There goes a pencil. Oh no. I dropped it. The sun is just coming up. So we can do deco yellow. Yeah, we can do some yellow around this way. They are. Do you want me to use ink tints on this picture? Can you believe I took my ink tints with me camping? I thought it was funny. And I actually used it. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I kind of like doing this. Woo! Okay, great. Then let me know if you're still here to stop about 11:30. You know, I haven't even thought out how I'm going to do this. I'm just doing it. I kind of like the idea of the rays coming out. Just so far. And then a little orangey of a color. You were off on time? What, like you were behind the chat? I like this picture to represent spring because it's like the sun is waking up, you know, after a long winter sleep. Oh, you looked at the wrong clock. So that reminds me of a story. Do a little bit orangey over orange here. Maybe, yeah. That's almost gonna look like pumpkin orange. So we change our time in a few weeks, I think. You can actually get some of, if you catch it quickly, get some of the ink tints off. Ooh, I need to be careful not to use too much. And somebody said this will be the last time we change our clocks. I don't know. Do y'all know anything about that? Oh, it does? Well, yeah, I suppose it would, because the water might go in. Let's see, what is the other way? I could use this. Is this the right side to do that on? This is the smooth side. Kind of works better on this side. Oh, definitely need more water in that. Well, I didn't want quite that much red, but I guess it's okay. We're just playing around. I'm just playing around. I liked using the brush like that because I could control the color a little more if I wanted it to be really a strong color. Now it's looking pink. Well, I'll go back over it with pencil anyway. Let's use... Now, what did I just do with that? Oh, is it? Oh, which way? You take it off with a gosh, can't think, I'm so sleepy. Dark indigo. Oh, it's something violet, maybe. You do it like this. There are some places in the US that won't change their time. They leave it the same. Like Indiana, I think, doesn't change. Arizona, there's some parts of other states that don't. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I like that. Oh. keep getting everything mixed up. Trying to do something new and talking about stuff. Maybe that's going to be too. This isn't coming out like I planned it. Wah. Oh well. It's only the first layer anyway. Oh, like that? Okay. Yep. Why don't I just keep using ink tints since I started it anyway? This is sandal brown. I'm going to stick a little bit of green down here. Once it's signed, the entire country will be on daylight savings time. I hope so. Now, we complain about the time changes, but I think the worst time situation has to be China, because they're all on the same time. The whole country, you know, China's the biggest, I think, second biggest country, and they have a lot of time zones. They have more time zones if they use time zones. So they're all the same. Ooh, this is turning out yellow. This is what happens when you don't plan. You get yellow instead of brown. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes I think I overplan, you know. Dark chocolate. Madder brown. Bark. Now you can't get any treer than bark. Treer? I don't even know what I'm saying. Is my time off? Oh. Well, that's too dark. That's what I wanted the mountains to be. Put a little of that down here. I'm going to try something. You can get a little off. Oh, this one? This is a, I don't know how to pronounce it. Kuretake. I have another one. I haven't opened yet. I like these. They, you know how some of them, I don't know what they're made of, but they just end up looking like this. I know I probably can run this over the brush cleaner and fix that, but I just said, well, I'm just going to get this one. And it works really well, so. Use purple and will neutralize the yellow. Oh, okay, cool. Use purple on top of the mountains to make it neutralize the yellow. Very interesting. Yeah. Purple Mountain's Majesty, right? I should have let this dry. Probably I need to let this dry. Oh, or I could dry it myself now. I got a hair dryer. But I don't know where to plug it in. So I'm going to let my husband figure that one out. I suppose there are no cordless hair dryers because they take so much energy. So many watts that there's no, I mean, you would have to have a battery as big as the house. Oh my gosh. Y'all. I'm just gonna go straight to my Prismas. And I'm gonna color that mountain. I'm gonna color that mountain. I'm going to color it this. Which is beige sienna. And then I'm going to come back in with the umber. Kind of going lightly as I go further up the mountain. and darker as I get down into the lower part. Keep seeing all the complemented pages I want to do. Completed pages. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome, Yana. All right. That is probably a great idea. Is that green? Oh, I haven't even used that. That looks green. It doesn't look brown. I'll just leave it. Get out this. I'm gonna come in here and go over it like that, but what I should have done first was colored the sun. Okay. Okay, and then I can go in with that. Not painted a lot of rocks. I'm gonna lighten up the sides here. The sun is shining on them like that. Then, see, orangey color. Yellowed orange. Bring that down into the yellow a little bit. Finished painting for the art show. I am to the rocks and oak stress. Oh, who, me? Have I painted a lot of rocks? I don't know. I mean, I've painted a little bit of everything. Let's get out a red. I think I've got a red already. Trying to think. Yeah, I guess it would be. This might be too red, but we'll see what happens. Just love hearing the birds outside. I'm not sure about that red. Don't think I want to get darker, so we'll just stick with it. Yeah, I color every day, a little bit. Oh yeah, that reminds me of the color cube. So I have the opportunity to buy the color cube, like the whole suite, the the full like digital version, and the two I think the companions I think come with that, and then the two boxes. But I'm having a hard time pulling the trigger, you know? I hate to use that term, but now that looks really brown. But that's the color I wanted. This is mulberry. Just a little bit of a light layer on top of that brought it to the color that I wanted it to be. That's cool. Yeah. Well, I know that there's you know, a lot of people like it and use it, and others not so much. This is Parma Violet. So, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I can see myself using it a lot because I tend toward the same colors. Well, I guess it depends on the subject. I thought it would kind of help me branch out a little bit on my own. That makes sense. Oh yeah, you've only used it a couple times. Oh! Oh, this was one that was breaking. Oh, Colorus interruptus. Oh yeah? How do you have them sitting on the shelf? Did you print them all out? I just read Yana's comment about her cat. The struggle is real. I've got one cat who is not grooming herself that well, and she comes up on the couch and I brush her every night. And when I'm done, well, the first few times I did it, I pulled out a lot of fur, and now it's less each time, but she likes me to brush her, so I could really make a small kitten out of all the fur that I've brushed out of her. And she's a long-haired cat. Oh, let's see. 4 years ago, first color catalogs, I used them. Okay. Now, the color cubes are a different story. Really? They are gorgeous and looking at them. Oh, okay. Yeah. And see, that's kind of why I wanted the whole thing, because I would have the option of using the color catalog, like when I'm out, when I'm camping. I'm not going to drag my cube with me, but I'll have the digital version. I like audiobooks and digital versions of books rather than an actual physical book. I guess it depends on what it is. So I like that digital idea. But you're saying you don't use it very much. Whoever would like to respond to my question is fine. But I was reading, Kenny said that the color cube is a different thing. But now that, Jennifer, you're saying now that you have the cube, you don't need the catalog anymore. Yeah, way too much to print. But now Jennifer says you don't use the color cube very much. But yet Kenny uses the color cube. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. Thanks. Yes, I probably could. Yeah. Okay, now I've finally caught up. Okay. I'm definitely liking the sky now. Definitely liking the sky. What did I use before on that? Is it the magenta? Yeah, I could plan it before I leave, but I kind of throw a few books in and a set of color pencil set. This time I took my ink tints And I thought, well, what am I going to color this flower? Well, just let me look at a reference picture. This flower is a certain kind of flower, so I'm going to look that one up. And that's how I did on that. I don't usually plan what I'm going to color when I take it camping. But yeah, I could do that. Yeah, the fact that you can hold the color cube cards in your hand is really nice too. I would think it would be easier to color match with the cards than it would be with what you see on the screen. You might have something, your color might be off. Yeah. Yes, I love landscapes. Yep, it is about the time for me to get off. I was going to go about 11:30 and eat. And then I can color when Connie comes on. Be ready for that. I think I might use more of a did I use magenta when I did that? I kind of wanted the red to be not so brown, because I put red on top of that and it was coming out brown. I kind of like this magenta. It kind of blends in better with purple. I might even throw in some processed red. You never know. Challenge accepted, she says. Challenge accepted. See, I think that color cube would help me to be more adventurous with colors. I tend to go with, I like the way the processed red was doing. I tend to go with colors that are things that would be normally colored that, I guess you could say traditional color scheme. But I can see with the color cube, I might be able to kind of branch out into something and say, oh, that looks pretty good together. Maybe I should try that. So, wow, 13 people are watching. That is too funny, Kenny. Jesus pops. That is good. I mean, I've had some really funny things pop up when I start to type things. But I think that one wins the gold medal. Oh, I see. Yeah. I wonder if I type in Jennifer, if that comes up for me. No, I got Jenny or Jenny. Oh, there's Jesus. Jealous. That's terrible. You'd think after however how many years I've had my iPhone that it would know what I was going to type. But that's funny. Okay, I think I'm going to blend this a little better in to that. When you're working on such a small spot, it's kind of hard to do all the things that you would do with something that was bigger than this. You know, like the blending, if you want to blend 500 colors together, that kind of thing. But I like it so far. I like it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to color those lines. It would take forever to block them out, so I'm probably not going to do it. Oh, you do? My dad used to say I cackled like a hen because I would get so tickled by something and I would just cackle like a hen. It was funny. Wonder if I should, since I started out using... Oh, I said I was going to leave, didn't I? Y'all are still chatting. I can keep this on if I could mute it while I eat. Y'all can still chat. Yes, I do. And thank you for asking. That's good. I would be kind of chicken to ask sometimes. But I try to show it in my life where people might ask, she's a little different. No. Yeah. Yep. I listen to the Bible going to bed at night, and it helps me relax and I fall asleep. And I listen to it all night. I've got a couple of Bible studies, but yep. I talk to him every day. Okay, cool. Then I guess I'll go. Kenny, thank you for keeping me on track. Because, I would sit here and chat for probably another hour and go, wait a minute, I miss Connie. And I thought I would get this done, but that's all right. But you can see how it's going. I'm looking at it on the screen here. Okay, that's good. Oh, it's almost too colorful, but that's all right. I will probably do the traditional green. I mean, I'm not going to try to color all those teeny tiny leaves. I'm just going to color around it. Yes, I'm glad you came, Angela. Thanks for popping in. Thanks, Jennifer, for being such a great mod. And thank you, Kenny, for keeping me on track. And let's see. And the other 6 people in here. Thanks for listening. Okay, see y'all later.